Ding dong. It is time. It is time to stream. Hello. Hello, hi. How are y'all doing today? I love that I immediately change and shift around in my seat. Uh, hi. How's it going? Happy Monday. This is rather exciting. I'm bringing the Persona 3 experience that I started on Twitch, and I'm now proceeding onwards and forwards here on YouTube, which I'm very excited about. I did include a link to the ongoing playthrough, so it's in the description of this stream. So if you would like to check out the rest of my Persona 3 Reload playthrough, you can definitely check out the previous parts if you didn't watch them when I did them on Twitch. As you can see from the title, this is part 38, so this is wild. There's been like 30, this is day 38 of that experience, which I'm rather excited about, because I do think that we're slowly but surely heading towards the end of that, which is V exciting. And yeah, it's only been like 24 hours since I last streamed, but this is the start of my second week here on YouTube of consistently streaming on here. So I hope that you're looking forward to that. We're right at the beginning of a brand new week, so I hope that you know, you're looking forward to whatever will be going down and whatever I guess we'll be up to this week. I hope that there's a lot of beautiful things ahead for you all. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's really not much to catch up on since yesterday. I don't know why you said it yesterday. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, in any case, here we are. This game was very kindly provided by the lovely folks at Sega, so thank you so much for that. Oh yeah, I should probably include that in the title of the stream. Just as a little disclosure, a little tidbit, I suppose. Let me just see if everything is working juicifully. I think so. So it's time. I haven't played this since I just had a brain fart. I haven't played this in a very long time. In a little over a week, I guess. So let's get into it. I don't even remember what we were up to last time. There might be people for me to save here. Okay, yeah, that's what we were doing. We were saving people from getting lost in Tartarus. There's someone between floors 219 and 224. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing all that, but we are gonna be trying to save the person that got like stuck in there. Let me just check my team. I think this is the team we're gonna go with. So that sounds mighty juicy. I already forgot what the floors. She said the missing person was in, okay, 219, 224.
Very well.
I think that might be unexplored territory. Yes. So that's exactly what we'll be doing on this day. So we're gonna be slowly but surely climbing our way. This was the correct save file, right? Yes. 122.21. Yes. Yes. I genuinely don't remember. It has been a pretty long time since I last streamed this. But I'm looking forward to it. We're pretty far into the game, so I know it might be a little strange to sort of introduce this to people who haven't been keeping up with this playthrough. I understand that. It might be a little bit of an awkward transition, but like I said, I have the full playthrough of this on my VOD channel. Most of the playthrough, all of the playthrough up until today is on the VOD's channel, so I'll probably find a way to feature that playlist on this channel or something like that so that people can see that. But I wanted to finish what I started on Twitch, and so part of that is finishing this playthrough alongside you all. And yeah, I hope that you're looking forward to that. The visibility here is rather poor. I can manage to see you all, but barely. At least the enemy won't be able to see you. Please stay calm and you'll pull through. Oh, we will pull through so fiercely because we are fierce divas who work it so fiercely and so juicyfully. Have I been here before? Like, what's going on with me already knowing the layout of these floors? Maybe I have been here. Maybe something happened. I don't remember what happened last time I streamed this, but maybe something happened. Maybe something happened and I had to leave Tartarus for whatever reason. Oh, I think what it was I think I found that like weird clock that makes it so that people can like catch up to your main character level wise or something like that. So I think that's what happened. I think we did that, and then we got people that needed to level up on here, I think, maybe, allegedly. I don't remember. I don't have a great memory as is, so me trying to remember something that happened over a week ago, not the juiciest time. Because I would have streamed this last week, but I wanted for all of the Persona VODs to be up on the VOD channel, which is now, I guess, sort of like an archive channel, because I won't be uploading anything else on there since I don't have to. Since I don't really have to do so. Hold on. I have to figure out what I want to remove, because I just got a new ability called Evade Ice that greatly increases evasion against ice skills, which is really good for Akihiko considering that's what he's weak against. I think it would be rather silly for me to get rid of anything else. So I think I'm gonna get rid of the increased chances of inflicting shock. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it too much. I'm just going to get rid of that. There you go. Oh, and we can learn something else. Okay, work. Oh, yeah, because he is one of the characters that got to catch up. Yes, okay, that's what happened. Heavy electric damage to all foes. I can replace this one very easily. The fact that, I feel like I said this last time, but the fact that a lot of these characters' abilities are sort of reaching, like they're running out of abilities to learn, very heavily makes me think that I'm towards the end of this game. And obviously there is a big decision, there's a big thing coming up in-game in just a few days, in 6 in-game days. So it's a very big decision. I don't know how that will affect the duration of the playthrough. I don't know how any of that will go, obviously, because this is a first playthrough, so I'm very excited to see what will happen. There's a strong enemy a few floors above you. What kind could it be this time? Well, we'll just have to wait until we get there, I suppose. And then we'll surely find out. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, we'll be fighting Minotaur 2 for the first time. It looks rather fierce, I might add. There's something about this color scheme that I really enjoy. Sort of the red, yellow, orange vibes. I quite appreciate that personally. I wouldn't expect the fire move to do amazingly because of the aforementioned color scheme, but you know, I wanted to give it a try. Oh, we don't have an ice girly, so we're just gonna shoot it. I guess he can do literally anything else, considering, you know, I don't know what I was gonna say. What I was trying to say is that he doesn't have anything that is necessarily strong against the enemy. So it's kind of whatever what he does at that point is what I was trying to say. I need to check my persona slots. Oh shit. No, I don't want you to go ahead but on your own. I wanted to check my persona slots, and just as I suspected, there are none available. I'm just gonna equip like a random one to learn abilities with it. Actually, let me actually look into a persona that actually needs to learn. Oh no, you're gonna learn something. Okay, just kidding. Let's do that. Wonderful. So this is my, I guess for the YouTube audience that may have not been keeping up with what I've been up to on Twitch, this is my first playthrough. I usually do a lot of first playthroughs on this channel, or I guess I'll do a lot of them moving forward, but I used to do a lot of them on Twitch, and I typically do a lot of single player story driven games. So I'm excited to share that now with the YouTube audience. And this is my second Persona game. The first one I played was actually Persona 4 Golden. So this is, I mean, this just came out this year. This is the remake of Persona 3. So it's nice to get to enjoy two different games from the same franchise and sort of compare them. I've been doing that quite a bit. And yeah, the first Persona game on the PS1 is actually also on my backlog. So I do plan on checking out other Persona games, the Shin Megami Tensei series as well. I have over 150 games on my backlog that we will be playing through at some point. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna make this like a once a week game and then I'll add other games to the rotation. I'm still not sure how I want to go about that, but exciting times. I'm definitely looking forward to playing a lot of those games on that backlog list. I should probably add my backlogged to my description at some point, because I feel like that would make a lot of sense to do so. Yeah, I don't know what you're weak against, so I guess I'm literally trying anything else. Oh, I love that. Yukari didn't have to switch her out or anything. She was the only one needed to do the job, to get the job done here. We love to see it. Hey Greg, how's it going? You don't have to apologize for being late at all, because you're also not late. I literally just started like 20 minutes ago or so, so you haven't really missed anything that juicy. This isn't like math class where y'all have to apologize for not being here when I started the stream. There's absolutely no pressure for y'all to be here, but I appreciate you being here. Oh, a redacted message. How am I doing? I'm doing well. Just started the stream. Oh my god. Getting sort of reacquainted with the game too, because I haven't played it in over a week, so I'm just sort of like getting used to everything again. But it's good times. It's good times. Are you familiar with the Persona series? Well, I think I'm gonna take this extra turn because I can't switch. Oh, I can switch personas. I thought I wouldn't be able to do so. I guess I guess because I didn't change personas, I can do that now. I hope that y'all enjoyed yesterday's stream. I did a little bit of Fuser, which weirdly, a couple songs on it get me, or get the video and or stream blocked in like Russia of all places. So I don't know if I'll be I don't know if I'll be able to play that super often. Maybe I'll save it for special occasions and stuff like that, but I hope that y'all enjoyed that yesterday. I did think it would be a fun thing for me to plan that for special occasions on top of other things, like a sort of like a variety special stream where I do a couple things so that I don't just end the stream after a couple of hours. So it's definitely something for me to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Something for, you know, for me to plan multiple activities in a day for those sort of different streams. But I just sort of went with, not necessarily my gut, but I just sort of went with something I figured would be like fun to do. And I didn't really think it through too much. So, you know, I had a good time. So I hope you did as well. It's your first time seeing this. Ooh. So this game is sort of like half visual novel, you get to be like a teenager in high school and navigate like your interpersonal relationships and studying and doing a part-time job and whatever the situation may be. And then at night you fight evil and you fight these shadows. You explore this tower called Tartarus where the shadows reside in. There's a lot of like twists and turns, quite a bit of drama as expected, and yeah, it's a good time. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So it's a good time. Oh, I wanted to decrease the enemy's defense. That's what I wanted, because it's not necessarily weak against anything in particular. I do think that I could be increasing everyone's attack, so that could be a thing that I get into at the moment. And yeah, every character has like a persona. The main character has multiple. And these creatures are basically like other versions of our characters. Yeah, it's like an RPG. At its core, it's an RPG. But it sort of has like relationship building elements as well during the day that you would see in like a visual novel, with like the multiple options and how like there's like certain options that the character wants to hear, and if you pick those options your relationship will increase like more smoothly with them, I guess. So it has like a lot of those elements, and they all sort of interconnect because there's like social stats, like how smart you are and how brave you are and stuff like that, and all of that sort of correlates with like what you can do in these relationships and story events and stuff like that. Not really story events, but like you can't do certain things, like certain activities or whatever, unless you have other stats like that, if that makes sense. I would love to decrease my enemy's defense. I don't think that's a thing that we can do, so very sad. Actually, I think I'm gonna change personas just to level this one up. It doesn't really matter which one I use. Which other RPGs have you played beside this? Ooh, I'm actually a very... Well, I was gonna say I'm a very big fan of RPGs, which I am. But I've mostly played like a ton of Final Fantasy games. It's probably like one of my favorite RPG series. I just, like I said, recently sort of got into Persona. So this is only my second Persona game. But I've played a couple like Tales of games. I've played Tales of Xillia. I played Kingdom Hearts. That's more of an action RPG, but still. Shining Force. That's like a tactical RPG. I've played a couple Fire Emblem games. I've dabbled in RPGs, you know. I've played a couple like MMORPGs growing up, mostly like free to play stuff. But yeah, are you a fan of RPGs? Do you enjoy to get into some RPG moments? I love an RPG moment. Like one of my first, obviously Pokemon is also like RPG. I mean, I started with Pokemon Red or Blue. I forget which one my cousin had. And from there, I just increasingly fell in love with more RPG games. Like Final Fantasy VIII was one of my first ones as well, and I'm still to this day in love with that. And then obviously playing like Final Fantasy X. I got into the Kingdom Hearts series growing up as well. And yeah, I just slowly and surely got into like other games. I would love, and I do have quite a few on my list on my backlog of like future games that I'm gonna be playing. I do have like quite a few like RPGs that I've never played, but I really want to try and I really want to check out. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that. I have like stuff from like the Dreamcast, from the PS1, a lot of different ones. Also a lot of stuff on my like wish list, because there's definitely a few games that are like that I got my eye on. Not much, but you have played some RPGs. All right, I respect that. What sort of, do you gravitate towards a specific genre other than RPGs? Because I know that you're a Sonic fan. Do you usually stick with the platformers? Do you do a little bit of everything? Hey Cash, ding dong. You're just in time. You are just in time. How are you doing? It's good to see you. We're back in Persona 3 Reload. Juicy's story is being told, and we are here for it. Yes, we are. I'm just doing a little bit of Tartarus exploring. There's a missing person that wandered in here that we need to save. So that's exactly what I'll be doing, because I'm just like such a nice person, you know, so mindful of other people, and you know, I'm so charitable like that, taking time out of my day to save people, you know, it's what I just do. You like platformers? Nice. What are some of your faves? I honestly, I feel like I haven't played as many platformers as I would love to say that I have, because I feel like most platformers that I've played were just like Sonic games. Because I don't think, I mean, obviously there was quite a bit, there were quite a lot of like platformers and stuff like that around the Mega Drive era. So I would play, like, there was a Smurfs Mega Drive game that my aunt had, and I used to play that a bit. I wasn't great at it, but I did play quite a bit of it. And it was mostly just Sonic, to be honest. Like the first, like the Mega Drive Sonic games, eventually into like Sonic Heroes and like Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm trying to think of like other platformers. Like I've sort of dabbled in like Prince of Persia. I know that also has like puzzle elements to it a bit. What, I don't know, like, oh, I loved Crash Bandicoot growing up, so I've definitely played a lot of that. Didn't quite play as much Spyro. I did dabble into the demos from that era, but yeah, I guess I've dabbled. In everything. This signal, this movement, the greedy shadows closing in on you. Yeah, I've dabbled in Mario Bros. I love the there's like an SNES there's an SNES game that was called like Super Mario Bros. All Stars, which I think was just like a basically sort of a remake or a remaster of I guess at the time they wouldn't call it that, but it was basically a remake of the first Mario Bros. Games, but with like SNES graphics, and I remember really liking that growing up. Yeah, because I used to play, I think, the GBA version of that. And then eventually when I got my Switch, I found they also had the SNES version of that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, I've dabbled in Mario Bros a little bit, like the classic ones for sure. There it goes again. I think we'd get a really nice haul if we could defeat it. Would you like to chase it down? You're kidding, right? Obviously, we go after it, right? Let's chase the thing down. Well, yes. Understood. In that case, we can use my Tartarus search to make sure we can corner it. What would you like to do? Yeah, let's do that. Got it. Ready now. Okay, that was very Sonic of me. That was very Sonic Adventure. Ready. Okay, spin dash. I'll call out directions for you. Follow them to guide the shadow into a dead end. Okay, work. Make a right. Make a left there. You're so close. Hang in there. Okay, go straight from there. We've got him where we want him. Have you played the Spark the Electric Jester series? Because I know that series is very like it's sort of like it's created by a Sonic fan essentially. So, but I've only played I think a little bit of the third one. But from what I've seen, I think the first couple ones are also like fairly inspired by Sonic and stuff. I liked the third one. I didn't finish it. So I think I ended up putting it might be on my backlog actually, but it was cute. Good so far. So far so good. Yay, more Persona 3. So mindful and thoughtful. Yes, absolutely. Are you still playing that, Cash, by the way? Are you still enjoying yourself some Persona 3? This is our chance. Don't let it escape. Got him. You ain't going anywhere, pal. Very silly. It was great. Oh yeah, this is happening. Yeah, I haven't, but I'll try it. Yes, it's good. Like I said, I only played a bit of the third one, but I liked it. I liked what I saw. I remember being like, "Oh my god, this is exactly what I want out of a 3D Sonic game." So I definitely recommend it to Sonic fans. I mean, I got it recommended to me because I was watching a video and they were like, "Oh, if you're a fan of Sonic, you'll probably like this." And I was like, "Oh, well, yes." You're in November. Nice. All right. I'm already in December. So things are getting rather juicy in here. The time is flying. It sure is. In real life and also in game. Well, yes. Probably should have given the girlies some healing. But oh well. I'm sure it will be fine. Famous last words. I'm sure it'll be okay. Have you tried Sonic 3 Air? No, what is that? Oh, level 69. Very nice. I love that. Yeah, like, yeah, both Juicy, Yukari, and Fuka are the same level. Love that. Greedy Shadow defeated. Nice job. We managed to recover the treasure it was hoarding too. Ooh, very nice. Very juicy. Wow, that was some pretty good footwork, but we were a cut above. But it's a hand. How does a big hand have fancy footwork? Something to think about. At least I now have a full grasp of this floor's layout thanks to us chasing it down. I'll guide you to the stairs. It's a remastered of Sonic 3. I didn't realize. I didn't know someone made a remaster of 3. Well, that was a lucky find, wasn't it? Now that that's settled, shall we get back to exploring? I mean, we don't really need to. It's peak perfection. Honestly, I would say Sonic 3 as is already plenty juicy to me. But someone said, you know what? Let's bring it up a notch. It could be better. Let's bring it up a notch. You can have mods. Oh, okay, that does change things actually. Hey Sonic EXE, how's it going? Welcome on in. We're playing some Persona 3 Reload today. There's a powerful enemy up ahead. Please be careful if you plan on taking it on. We've reached the floor with a strong enemy. Please get ready if you intend to confront it now. And what's this? There's a border floor coming up in 8 floors. Keep on pushing and we'll be there in no time. You've got this. This is... I sense someone on a higher floor. Oh my god. There's so much going on here. I sense someone on a higher floor. It's a floor we haven't been to yet though. I hope we can get there soon. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. Sonic 3 Air. Right? How did it have good footwork when it was a big hand? How does that work? You're good besides your roommates fighting? Oh no. Oh no, not that. Not the roommates fighting. What were they fighting about? Just silly roommate things. I've never had roommates. Yeah, floor 218. Oh my god. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of Tartarina.
Very well.
Tartarina moments. We have to save someone. We're very close to a full moon, but we gotta save someone who got like stuck in here. You know how it is. It's annoying. I live with 3 of them. Oh my god. That sounds excessive. Are they people that you're like friends with and y'all decided to move in together? Fleetway, Rewrite, and Lord X? What? Huh? I sent someone on a higher floor. Yes, you already told me that. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, she's gonna... I need to... Ooh, I need to get Fuka some SP. Are we rope? Are you RPing? Is that? No. Okay. All right. Cool. The enemy is strong. Make sure you're ready. Oh, I was born ready, mama. I was born ready. Oh, are you talking about like their usernames or? Oh, okay. Jake, Josh, and Mac. Oh my god. How do you even deal with living with that many roommates? Okay, that was a lot. I don't think that was really necessary. That was very rude. Well. Guess I'm just gonna try anything to see what they're weak against. You don't know. Just taking it a day at a time. I get that. You gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. But I commend you. That doesn't sound... I mean, maybe there are some fun moments. But certainly not when they're fighting. Not when they're fighting. Have y'all ever had like any sort of like weird or funny roommate stories or roommate situations? Because, you know, I've never experienced that, so I would love to live vicariously through through y'all's experiences, I suppose. No fun times. Oh, I guess no particularly fun or weird experiences. I'm glad. I guess they make for a good story, but not necessarily for a good time. So it's probably for the best if you haven't had that. I don't know if I'll probably wait until it's on streaming or something. I don't know if I'll go to see it. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna come out in December, so there's probably gonna be a lot of people at the theater. So I want to see it, but I'll probably wait until it's like on streaming or something like that. Are you going to see it when it comes out? I'd rather not show off my Sonic obsession because I'm currently in my Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god. I've never I guess I don't really have an ongoing Sonic obsession, but I've never fell out of love with Sonic, and I've never fell in love with FNAF. I think I had a small breakthrough during that last fight. Is it okay if we keep going? I'd like to reinforce what I picked up while it's still fresh. Yeah, sure. You and your roommates are gonna see it? Nice. Thank you. I'll do my best to make myself useful. I learned my lesson from seeing the Barbie movie when it, like, the day it came out, so we'll see.
Hey, doesn't that chest look kind of...
Don't say what name. Trust me, you don't want to have a FNAF face. No. I mean, I would watch the old like back in the day, the playthroughs that people would do, like let's plays that people would do on YouTube.
No matter how hard I try...
Oh my god, grow up. Literally grow up. The Barbie movie was lovely.
We won't hold back.
Your FNAF phase ended yesterday.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
You hate it? Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, okay, cool.
Zona's ready.
Good for you, I guess. I'm certainly not gonna not talk about it just because you hate it.
This should be a good test of your strength.
I quite liked it.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
You're gonna scream in pain because your neck hurts. You go ahead and do that, as long as you don't,
Don't get careless.
as long as you don't spam my chat with literal screams. I'm sorry your neck hurts.
Wind isn't good on this one. Now's the time. We'll have to try something else.
What? What are you talking about? Okay, the vibes are just... The vibes are not vibing here. I don't think this is gonna be a channel for you. You have a good rest of your day. I don't think this is gonna be a channel for you to hang out in.
Way too slow. You dodged the attack.
I might I might put in, cuz I know you can like do plus 18 like restrictions. I think I might do that for upcoming streams. Cuz the vibes are certainly, sometimes I just get some interesting characters show up to my streams. To me, it feels weird to do like an age restriction because it feels like, I guess the content will be like
This should be a good test.
adult themes or whatever, but like, I don't know. I think I might just activate that and
Persona's ready. This should be a good test of your strength. Together. But don't get careless.
oh yeah, I'm protecting this dog with my life. They better not hurt it. They better not hurt my dog. YouTube is a different vibe. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think, I don't know. It's probably that YouTube is just more, I guess, accessible to
Reflexes, you carry.
audiences of different ages and stuff, you know? So I guess it could lead to some interesting interaction, especially because the last, besides this Sunday stream, I've been doing like some like classic Sonic and stuff like that, so I didn't think anything of it, but as I was streaming, there was like role playing in the chat, and there was, you know, so I was just like, okay. And I made sure to be like, this is a plus 18 stream. So I think I might have to just like fully, you know, reinforce that, I guess, within like the YouTube settings, which I guess it might not necessarily affect the target audience anyways, you know what I mean? So it might be fine for the audience I'm trying to reach anyways, you know what I mean? So yeah. Definitely had it's not super often, but it is, you know, interesting interactions every once in a while. Well, I try to get this persona, but I don't think I don't know who to replace it with. I guess I'll get rid of this one. There's too many persona slots, and I'm just sort of like,
Let's do the same thing for our next one.
I can't possibly care about all of them, you know? Kind of like how you, in Pokemon, you get to sort of like build out kind of, not necessarily a connection with your team, but you sort of get to build like your team, you know? And in this one, it's just sort of like a revolving door of personas, because you fuse them and then you get new ones, and then, you know, it's like a whole thing. Koro is the bestest. He's always in my party. I love Koromaru. I do this thing where I try to like make everyone the same level, so I always change them up. But I love Koromaru. My equivalent of that is Yukari. She's always in my team because she's the healer also. So it's very convenient to have her on board. You're thinking of making a manga based on the dream you had. Ooh, I mean, if you have the ability to draw like that, I would say go for it. You reached the 220th floor. Just how tall is this place?
There's a treasure chest.
Girl, too tall. This place is too tall. That's how tall it is. Too fucking tall.
The enemy looks tough.
But yeah, I was sort of concerned about like, oh, maybe changing my settings so that it's like almost like flagged for like adults only. I was afraid that it would kind of mess with like how this is shown in the algorithm, or maybe not shown or something, but I may have to turn that on. Just because like the last thing you want to feel when you're streaming is like you're babysitting your chat, right? And so it's like
Fire won't work.
you wanna have it so that you know, everyone knows how to act accordingly, you know what I mean? So that might be something that I might have to look into. Either that or just, you know, banning people quicker and more accordingly, you know? Hey Goku, what's up?
Alright, Hardon. This should end it.
A whole 1,000 story building. I thought it's like an endless tower, right? So no, I haven't seen a guy named Pit Bonnie. No. No, I have not. This is basically like sort of like an endless tower. I thought it was gonna end at like 200, but that's clearly not the case. So it's just like sort of an ongoing. I'm sure it has an ending. He's the guy that caused you if we're gonna like do role playing and weird behavior, just like don't be here. Okay, let's just be normal people having normal interactions, please. Okay, let's try again. How's your day going? I'm glad you're doing good. Are you a fan of Persona? Is that how you found my stream?
Sorry, everyone. Multiple team members are out of commission. Keep it together.
Okay, that was a lot. Look away. All the Koromaru fans look away.
I owe you one.
He just got murdered. By this rude fucking bitch. But it's okay. I just revived him. It's okay. No, you're just scrolling through YouTube. Well, thank you, YouTube, for the for including me in people's recommendations. All right. You're finally grabbing a bite. Ooh, what are you munching on? No, the game has an ending. It's just that it's sort of like an endless dungeon, I guess. It's probably not endless, like I said. It probably is a tower that does have an ending, but it's sort of meant to portray that, like, you know, the ending is nowhere near, or, you know, nowhere in sight, sort of thing.
I'll end this.
But I do think that there's an ending. And the game does have, like, the story does have an ending to it as well. So it's not that the game doesn't have an ending. It's just an RPG, you know. You're cooking up noodles. Ooh, nice. Very nice. It's just, instead of like which I am more used to RPGs where you like traverse the world and like you find all these different areas and all those different things. But unfortunately, this one is more like the only sort of exploring and the only sort of like battling that you do is in this specific tower, you know? So it has to be long enough to last you throughout the duration of the story. So every time there's a story beat, like there's more floors that unlock. So I'm sure there's gonna be an ending to it, but I haven't reached it yet. Ooh, nice. We just unlocked an ability that fully restores our party's HP. So don't mind if I do. It's the bane of your existence. Oh no. Not that. Yeah, go grab your noodles. Sounds good. Getting a broccoli cheddar soup and a sandwich. Ooh, all right. Sounds mighty juicy to me. Enjoy your foods, y'all. I see that Greg is getting some popcorn. Goku has some noodles. Cash has the aforementioned soup and sandwich. All right. I see. Good thing I ate right before the stream. So I would have started getting hungry. Girl, I know it's you in a different account. Cuz you're not even trying to like play it cool. You're just like, let me bring up the topic of conversation that was being talked about 2 minutes ago before I got banned on my other account. Girl, and then the fact that you knew I was talking to you when you said who, girl, bye. Girl. Not this. Anyways, don't come back. I'll just keep banning you on whatever account you make, so it's not worth the trouble. Hi Jam. How are you? Hakuna Matata. We'll be with you till you finish the game. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, pretty well.
How's it going, Jam? Just came into the clownery. Honk honk. And I was not the one causing the clownery this time. Something to think about. Something to think about. You're good, just at work. Well, I hope you have a lovely day at work. Ooh, getting the reading of a person. Please go secure them right away. Well, we found the person that we came here to save. So let's do just that, shall we? But yes, I hope you have or are having a good day at work.
Hey, isn't that one? It's in that shadow. Do your best to take it down.
Are you back in the land of Canada? Miss Canadina.
In this situation,
Girl, we're currently going through
I've already scanned this one.
a little bit of a heat wave. And it's like that nasty sort of like,
I've already
how do I explain? How do I even explain? It's that sort of like,
I'll end this.
ugh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like stuffy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, ugh. It's like not pleasant. It just like feels like your energy is being sucked out of you. It's not very cute, not very demure, not mindful, not at all. So I hope you're in the land of good weather now. I hope you're back where the good weather is blessing you. Because I know last time, I think, yes, I think at some point you were like, oh God, I forgot, I forgot how bad it is in Texas. So I was like, ooh, not this. It's cool where you are, Cash. That's nice. I'm glad you're not suffering.
All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Wow, we're really talking about the weather. Says the person who brought the topic of weather up. Sometimes I just hit that realization when I'm streaming. I'm like, wow, I'm really just talking about the weather now. Like how sad.
All right then, moving on.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay, that was a little excessive. I don't think we need to be doing all that.
Nice reflexes, Yukari-chan.
Oh, well.
My persona's ready.
Well, well, well.
Help us. Call an enemy.
Ow, I have, what is it called? A zit. I have a zit on my eyebrow.
Should I scan on this enemy?
Those are always the worst, because it's like, you forget that they're there. And then you touch your eyebrow and you're like, ow, like what the hell? You know what I mean? It's not very pleasant. Not a very pleasant moment in time. By the way, I'm pretty sure my stream is in 30 FPS. I forget why I did that, but it is, so I hope it's not too bad. You probably don't. I mean, watching a stream, it's probably barely noticeable, to be honest, but yeah. I hope there's not like a dramatic difference. I'll probably watch it back and judge for myself, but it's probably just fine. I don't personally really care about that kind of stuff when I'm watching a stream, but you know. Yeah, I did make it back to the land of good weather. Nice. Nice. I just love how the dog's dialogue is just woofing and barking. It's the best. It's like there's barely even an attempt to sometimes even like translate it. It's just like woof woof. And I love that. He just says woof woof and I say I feel that already, you know? Like I get it. I understand you. Koro-chan, we all got your back, you know? It's very that. It's really saving me being upset about not getting to see people I wanted to see. Oh no! I'm sorry you didn't get to see people that you wanted to.
Isn't that a missing?
Is everything okay? And also thank you. I'm glad the stream is looking good. That must be one of the people who went missing. I love that I just gave up on reading. I was like, how am I gonna say, like, I'm not gonna voice act, so I just just sighed. We need to provide treatment immediately. Please return to the entrance as soon as you can. Can we ask for an escort? In that case, please stand by until an escort arrives at your location. I'm heading out now. Just wait. I'll be there soon. Gotcha. Yes, and Aigis translates. So good. I remember one thing that was really funny was them being like, "Wow, Aigis, you can understand his language. Like you can speak to a dog, or like you understand what he's saying." And she's like, "Well," she kind of read everyone down. She was like, "Well, you know that there's more to communication than words." And I was like, "Ooh." Ooh. She said, "Have you heard of body language? You fools." I was like, "Damn." She really got us. She really got us there. Oh yeah, everything is fine. Okay, I'm glad everything's okay. Just wanted the trip to be longer because I wanted to visit people. All right. Yeah, sadly that was not possible. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm glad everything is okay. I guess there's always next time. All right, Akihiko, you help him out. Don't worry, we'll keep them safe at the entrance until you decide to leave for the night. I tried searching again, but I don't sense any more people inside. I think we rescued everyone that had wandered in here. Thank goodness. Well, yes. Well, of course. I'm kind of tempted to like continue going until we like reach like all of the floors are available to us at the moment.
Koro-chan, you also have something you want to protect, don't you?
True, you're planning and plotting, having them visit me. Well, yes, there you go, as you should. Planning and plotting, using that juicy brain fully. Well, yes. It's probably also nice to have like to have people visit you and like you can show them around, like, hey, this is where I go after work, like this is where I hang out. Like I think that might be cute. That might be a cute thing to do as well. Gotta use this degree for something. I mean, it's not like you use it for any useful things anyways, right? It's not like you're constantly writing papers and researching very important things or anything. It's not like you're constantly doing very iconic things or anything. No, certainly not. Oh my god, I want everyone to come visit me. I love this city so much. Oh my god. Meanwhile, I'm just across the fucking ocean, just being like, great. Just like, you know, good for you. Have a good time. Yes. Y'all have fun. Just see my friends like meeting each other and hanging out in person. I'm like, good for y'all. You have fun doing that. Research me? Never. No. You never even heard of the word research before. No. Absolutely not. Oh my god. Leak. Sometimes my controller just betrays me, but that's okay. No. Can't be having smart things happening. No. Just a gay on the internet. Yeah. Just way to downplay yourself. I'm just a gay person on the internet. That's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm just a simple gay. Meanwhile, you're changing lives. Raises party's accuracy and evasion for 3 turns. I would love that. Oh, okay. I'll get rid of this. That was fairly easy, actually. We've secured the area. No, I don't. Yeah, let me send let me send the middle schooler to scout ahead and just explore this maze by himself. I'm sure that's a great idea. I'm sure nothing would go wrong there. I'm sure nothing would go wrong there. I'm sure that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Yukari-chan looks exhausted. Don't overdo it, okay?
No, I'm just waiting to find like a 2-way teleporter, honestly. I'm sorry, Yukari. I'm sorry you're tired. Just to get on YouTube, the purple site, X, Instagram. Oh, by the way, I sent you the Cunty Bob clip on Twitter that I talked about the other day. Just because I found it on Twitter, so I was like, I'll just send it on Twitter. Ooh, that's not. It's a cute clip. Because it was the basically what happened was Le Seraphim went and performed at the VMAs pre-show. So they had a couple girls from Drag Race, like backstage, just sort of talking, you know, like they were showing like multiple like camera views, and they were showing like the outfits that people were wearing, and then like a viral clip of them just seeing Chaeyeon from Le Seraphim, and them just going, "Oh, Bob, cunty Bob," just screaming. And so I guess she must have seen the clip, and she was like, "What's cunty Bob?" But she asked it in Korean. She was like, "What does cunty Bob mean?" That was very cute. So it was this like Drag Race meets K-pop sort of I guess crossover. Oh, I just explained it, Greg. It was at the VMAs. Fully restores party's HP. Don't mind if I do. Oh yes, I'll have to check it out. After traveling back to Canada yesterday, I removed myself from the world for a good 15 hours. Honestly, that sounds lovely. Honestly, I need to do that. Honestly, I already do that, sort of, kind of. I don't do it enough, to be fair. But it's nice to do that, because I have a horrible habit of like, when in doubt, I just scroll through Twitter, and sometimes, most times, it's not a good idea to do so. So, you know, I don't blame you at all for just being like, you know what? I just did a lot of traveling. I need to preserve my peace. I need to preserve my peace and just chill out and remove myself from the world for a day. And I get that, honestly. Okay, so they're really being rude to Yukari. Need to remove myself from Insta and Twitter. My anxiety and self-deprecation gets the best of me. Yeah. 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 I 1000% get that. And then it's like world events, and then it's discourse, and then it's just, you get like kind of all of it. A lot of different things that are not fun about social media. I feel like you oftentimes get them from Twitter alone. So, yeah. It's definitely best to spend less time on those, for sure. And then it's like Twitter specifically is so weird, because you'll see someone with like a blue tick saying something rotted, and then you have like, or something cool, and then, or you have a regular account posting something interesting, and then all the replies are like bots with like a check mark, just be like saying like completely like AI responses, like And sometimes it's like those types of accounts that are, it's also like a bot account posting a thing and then all of the replies are bots. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, it's just a bunch of bots going back and forth. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exact. Like, what are we doing? I honestly don't hate Instagram as much. Because at least with Instagram, it's like,
Oh, hello.
I feel like it's harder to come across like discourse or anything that you're not interested in, because if you're not really following it or interacting with stuff like that, then it's harder for you to get it. You know what I mean? But on Twitter, it's been like wild with the bots and yeah, like any sort of tweet that has any sort of relevancy has like a shit ton of bots just saying shit that like, it's like you'll see a post that's like, oh, Chaperone is setting up boundaries, and then you have like a bunch of replies that are like different variations of like, it's important for musicians to establish boundaries. Boundaries are so important. So true, bestie. Good on you for establishing boundaries. Like, just completely like the most like soulless, just filler bullshit content. Your problem with Instagram is like weird people that end up following you and get kind of creepy in your DMs. Oh no, ew. Not that. Oh. I'm sorry you get that. That's rotted. With me, I get like sometimes like bots, so like random bots will like my stuff or follow me or something like that, but I don't know if I have some sort of like, I don't know if I have some sort of thing on my DMs where only certain people can DM me or something. I forget. But yeah, that's rotted. There's a strong presence on the next floor. We should start preparing now.
There's a treasure chest.
Well, I hope there is a teleporter there. Because we've been at this for quite a bit today.
The enemy looks
But yeah, no wonder you don't want to be on Instagram, because creepy people existing on those platforms is a very easy way of making you not want to be around. So yeah, I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. I guess you don't have to deal with that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, I'm sorry that you're dealing with that.
I've already scanned this one.
Not that you have to deal with that. You get what I mean. And I mean that's the thing though. Like, you don't have to deal with that, right? Like, if a particular platform doesn't make you feel good, if a particular platform causes you to feel like anxious or to feel like shit, like, you don't have to participate in that. You know what I mean? It does suck that I feel like now I feel like Twitter for me used to be sort of like a hub where like all the people that I'm interested in keeping up with were sort of all there. And I feel like now it's sort of a thing where some people stuck around, some people left to other platforms, and then but everyone is sort of scattered between different platforms. Some people went to Hive, some people went to Coho, some people went to Mastodon, some people went to Blue Sky. So, you know, it's sort of harder to, to feel like, where are we hanging out in, and what are we doing, and especially like with platforms like TikTok and even Instagram, like there's a lesser feeling of community as well. So, and I do think that that's intentional, because we live in a hell planet. we live in a social media shit show where it's very convenient for brands and for politicians and for a lot of different entities for people to not get organized and be together and come together to do stuff, unless it's like, something that is profitable for them. But yeah. So it, it sucks. It sucks feeling that way. Like, there's no longer like that one place to be in. So yeah. And also, like, trying to be everywhere is also like a recipe for disaster, because it is sort of impossible to be everywhere. Like, Twitter and Blue Sky and co-host and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and even just listing all the platforms is exhausting. So it's just like, how does one even do it? You have just started ignoring messages from people and just kind of don't open chat there anymore. Yeah. It has helped. I'm glad. Like, you just you gotta do what's best for you. I've never gotten these cards. All right. I guess I'll get money and experience. Damn, that was a lot of money. All right. Don't mind if I do.
You look really cool.
Yeah, there's no shame in like setting boundaries and just being like, you know what, if this doesn't bring me joy, if this doesn't make me happy, I'm not gonna partake in it. And I do respect a lot of people who have just like been like, you know what, like, Twitter is just not for me anymore, and I'm just not gonna participate in it anymore because I don't have to. And I really respect that, because I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I think it's such a I love it when people sort of have those sort of like moments of like, I actually don't give a fuck, actually. Like, it's such a big middle finger to like those platform holders where you're just sort of like, actually, I don't have to be here. You know? Yeah, we're not going to be fighting that. The next floor is a border floor. I must be picking up the gatekeeper guarding the path there. This won't be an easy fight. You'll need to be ready. Wait, but do I? Wait, let me go to the entrance and then I'll think about it. Because a part of me is like, wait, what if I just go all the way up until, like, as far as I can go, right? But a part of me is like, I kind of want to just continue the game, like the story. So I don't know. But I am going to save because it's already been over an hour since I started. And I am gonna take like a short break because I need to refill my water, and just step out of my room because it's very warm in here. So I suggest you do the same. Go grab a snack, go grab a drink, stay hydrated, stay juicy, and I'll be right back. Ding dong. I'm back. Ooh. Well. Just a friendly reminder, if you've been enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that like button because it's a thing here on YouTube, and I think it allegedly helps the channel. So, don't forget to click on that if you've been enjoying today's Persona 3 shenanigans. Hey Frankie, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're having a good one today. We're playing some Persona 3 Reload. I started this back on my YouTube, nope, back on my Twitch channel, and I have since picked it up here on YouTube now that my VODs channel is all caught up. So yeah,
Are my requests.
we're just having a chill time. Are you familiar with Persona and how this game sort of works?
Very well.
It's currently Christmas Day in Persona, and oh yeah, I forgot. I thought I was like so excited last time I played this because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be Christmas time, and then nothing, and then nothing exciting happened, and I was like, oh okay, great. So I think I'm gonna try to go all the way up to like as far as I can make it. As far as I can go up. You don't really know about Persona. Well, I appreciate you being here regardless. That's very nice of you. Because, you know, I feel like some people would be like, oh, I don't know anything about this game, so let me just like not watch that.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, how's it going? What are you up to? Yeah, still in September. Good, good. Me too. It's just that, you know, the people in game are a little... Well, this is actually in the past, because technically this is set in like 2008 or 2009. So like technically we're just like taking a peek into the late 2000s. Oh my god. Taking a peek at like my last couple years of middle school. Oof. Ugh. Actually, my last couple years of middle school weren't. They weren't like the worst,
You dodged the attack.
I guess.
That's a strong one. The other guard.
I do not miss being a teen. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
Analysis complete.
Okay, cool. So no weaknesses here. I probably should have healed Mitsuru. So, to give you a little bit of a rundown, this is basically, first and foremost, it's like it's a JRPG, so it has like social elements to it where you can sort of build interpersonal relationship with like other characters and stuff like that.
This one.
But it also has this like endless dungeon sort of vibe where like during the day you act as like a regular teen that navigates school and interpersonal relationships and exams and the stresses of being a teenager mixed with like JRPG shenanigans of like fighting creatures that show up at midnight in this huge tower, and you get to uncover sort of like the mysteries of what happened in the past that sort of led to what's going on in the present, and how it's all sort of interconnected. It's very interesting. I don't either. I'm aging like fine wine. Well, yes.
Scared of this one.
Well, yes. I would love to use some sort of ability that takes away their debuff or their buffs, because I would like them to be very weak. Please and thank you. Yeah,
Do you have any
it's very like, yeah, it's like anime meets like classic turn-based RPG vibes.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
I think there's actual, I don't know if they did an anime series for Persona 3, but they did do an anime series for Persona 4 and I think 5 as well. So, I mean, you're not that far off, I guess. You're not that far off. A very mindful summary. Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
I've already scanned this one. Electricity is useless here. Keep that in mind.
That's pretty much it, yes.
Electricity is useless here. Keep that in mind.
I would watch it. I mean, yeah, the anime for Persona 4, I don't think I ended up watching the whole thing, but because I at some point when I was watching it, I was like, wait, I should probably not like finish watching this because like I think I may want to play this game. So at some point I was like, wait a minute, I think I may wanna play this video game. Managing exams, saving the world, you know, just your average teen activities.
Here we go.
I mean, it's basically Sailor Moon. Fighting evil by moonlight, literally.
Shall I move to strike?
You know what I mean?
Let's stay focused.
Not a mid mashup. Damn. I guess, you know, it's more interesting when you're, I guess, when you're like in it, when you're like playing it and experiencing it. Guess it sounds less fun in theory
Strike attacks are
than it does in actuality. Okay, I might just do a Thurgy here. Hey Fran, how's it going? Final Fantasy X sounds boring too when it's explained. Yeah, it's you know, it's like it's cooler than this, I promise. You're just like, you know, so it's this group of characters. They're going on a pilgrimage to save the world. And, you know, like, it doesn't sound as fun and as great as it is. Or maybe I'm just, like, not good at explaining things in a way that makes them sound more exciting. Which I guess is my bad. Let me guess, you kill God. Exactly. Exactly.
Electricity is useless here. Keep that in mind.
And the sad thing is, like, well, yes. Well, of course. Why wouldn't you fight God?
We won't let you
That's
down.
part of the course when you play an RPG. Fighting God is just an average Tuesday for these for these JRPG protagonists, you know? Final Fantasy X is so good.
Where are you aiming? Seriously? Hurry, down.
I might end up playing it again. Probably not on stream because there's so many games I want to play for the first time. But sometimes when y'all bring up Final Fantasy X, like after stream, I'm like, maybe I should play that. I'm like, no stream, I'd watch. Oh my god. I would maybe play that on stream if I did like a sphere grid like randomizer or something, but I don't have the game on PC, you see.
I've already scanned this.
But you know, like there's a lot of games, and there's a lot of Final Fantasy games as well that I've never played, that I'm like, I really want to play that, you know, like Final Fantasy VI, for example, I've never beaten,
Pull the trigger.
and I really want to play that. So you know, I'm very interested in doing like, you know, like a full-blown playthrough of a game. But I'm like, oh my god, y'all y'all would watch that? I'm like, wait, y'all would watch FF10? Because it's not even in my realm of possibilities. I was even like, I don't know, I was like, I'm not gonna stream Final Fantasy X. I've played it so much. Oh, I have archives of that, Cash. Of 8, because I played the remastered on stream. So I did beat that. I also streamed Final Fantasy X, by the way. It's like an old VOD archive, but I did stream both of those games. It's on my VOD channel, on my archives. But I don't know, maybe I'll do a little replay. I don't know, because it seems like y'all are interested in that, so maybe I will do a little replay at some point. We'll see. As someone who was still a Christian but a little unsure about religion, Yuna was everything. Girl, Final Fantasy X's commentary on religion was like so delicious. As someone also who grew up Catholic, it was very, I was like, ooh, this is mighty juicy. With the acquisition of the Phoenix Tail, you can now fuse Ho-Oh, the Bird of Fortune. Is the Pokemon Oho inspired by this in any way, shape, or form? Anyways, me too. I cry every time. I fucking love Kimari. Oh, Kimari is so... I hate that he's so useless in battle. Because, like, I like him as a character, but I hate that he's so useless as a character. Like, as a playable character. Such a shame. I made Yuna my dark mage and she was a boss. I have heard of that build, that you can make her a black mage and she'll be really good at it. Have you played Pizza Tower? No. That name sounds vaguely familiar, but I've never played it. What is it about? What do you do in Pizza Tower? Someone finish 8 because I'm stuck on disc 3 for the last 10 years. Fine. What part are you stuck in? I'm trying to think. Is it the space stuff? Oh, I think I might know, because a lot of people get stuck in a particular part, actually. I think I may know where you're stuck in. Oh god. Yeah, I remember getting... Oh, you're stuck in space. Oh no. Oh lord. You have your Final Fantasy X guidebook? Oh my god. When I was a kid, I remember seeing the strategy book, the booklet of the strategy book in my Final Fantasy X-2 like disc case. And because Final Fantasy X-2 is really hard to get at 100%. So I was like, oh my god, if I had a guidebook. I was like, if I had a guidebook, I would be able to get 100%. But, and those always looked so good. My brother actually got me the Kingdom Hearts strategy book. So that one is really neat. Because they have like all the maps. And like everything. It's really cute to look at. Oh, hey Hallmark. How's it going? Hola. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're stuck in space with Adele Cash. That's really funny though. Am I gonna have to be the one that's gonna explain Pizza Tower to Ruby? Do I have to look it up? I think I've heard of that game before. Hold on. I think I have heard of that game. Pizza Tower, the video game. Oh, it's a 2D. It's a 2D moment. I may have this. Was this a freebie on Epic at some point? I don't know if I have this. I forget. We're going to explain it. I got it. I looked it up. You have 10-2-2. Oh, that's amazing. You went full Kimari every battle by giving him some of Riku's path, Yuna and Lulu to be the quickest healing black mage. Oh, work. Lancet is infinite MP. Stone Breath, Limit Break kills most monsters. Okay, Fran, with the Strategina. All right. You better. I love that we all just call the overdrives limit breaks.
This'll make me more effective.
Because, I mean, come on. Limit break is the name we should all be calling it, to be honest. Increased chances of inflicting ailments. I'm not really interested in that. Oh, actually, no. I will replace freeze boost with that because that includes freeze. So I'll get that. I didn't even clock that. Well, you know, when you think of like overdrives, you don't think of the word overdrive, I guess, you know? I mean, I'm playing video games and y'all are watching someone play video games, so we're all nerds here. I think we're all nerds here, considering I'm playing a video game and y'all are watching me play a video game. I think we're all nerds, aren't we? Just different levels of nerdiness, I suppose. Now then, the path is clear. Shall we proceed? Well, of course.
I see.
I know nothing about it though, so I'm not a nerd. Oh, but you're watching. You see, you're watching someone play video games for a pastime. So I think you may classify as a nerd. And there's nothing wrong with that. We love, I mean, I'm a nerd. We love nerds. Nerdy Platoon. Well, yes. You seem to be in fine form tonight. Very well. Let's get back to work. Nerd by association. Yes.
Is it a little too late to ask if they could please install an elevator?
Not I'm gonna say a slur in chat.
That chest.
Not this. Oh, Junpei. I guess I'm giving this to Junpei. You're a nerd in some games. I mean, yeah, we all sort of have our own sort of like things that we hyperfixate on and things that we have done our research on, or things that we're like highly interested in, you know? It's one of those doors again. Since the layout of this floor doesn't change, this door likely won't disappear, so we can explore it anytime. We'll leave it up to you, leader. I'll think about it. I kind of don't want to go in there. I kind of don't want to do it. Oh, a dead end. Looks like we can't progress any further for now. On the other hand, we've made good headway. Nicely done. Come back whenever you're ready. It's your call to make, leader. Well, we made it as far as we could in here. We got a progress report out of it. The test subjects' deterioration while developing their potential was severe, but the test drugs have been effective. Remaining physical strain has not interfered with the research. Additionally, the research on they're researching Thurges, which is this game's limit breaks. Well. I'm just gonna go back to the entrance. I don't really feel like going into that door, so let's just head back. I don't know if... Yes, I think yes. Because I forget, like on YouTube you can kind of like unsend messages, so I can't even see what was said. I don't know if on Twitch you could. I forget.
Are you accepting a request?
Well, I got the progress report. This one seems somewhat different from the old documents you've collected. It appears to be a report of an experiment, but it's unfinished, as if the author had been interrupted. I can't quite comprehend the subject matter, but perhaps you can make some sense out of it. Please take this as your reward. Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Very well.
Oh, so I've learned this. I've learned this recently. So you can actually go, there should be like 3 little dots in the top right corner of your chat box. And so if you don't want to see those hearts, you can click on those 3 little dots and you can just disable the reactions. You should be able to see, yes. Because I had to do that because it kept cutting off y'all's messages. So I was like, there has to be a way of getting rid of this. So, yes. That's how you do it. Let me catch up with what y'all are saying. I'm only a nerd in Roblox. Oh, I know nothing about Roblox. Well, I've played Roblox before, but I'm not really interested in it. Breaking Limits is very anime. Yes. The heart gets in the way. Oh yes, thanks. Okay, so everyone hated it. Apparently YouTube does keep track of like the reactions they all send to me, but I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care, to be honest. But that's like a stat, I guess. I'm just a nerd. Same. Off topic, but not gonna lie. Huh? You can yonk somebody's voice in your mind and make them say whatever you want. Huh? Like you can imagine someone saying anything? Is that what you're... Is that what you're saying? Fun fact, some people can't hear voices. Like some people, like when I formulate thoughts, I formulate full sentences. Some people can't do that, I think. Isn't that interesting? Do you want to stop for tonight? Yes. Let's call it quits. All right, please get a good night's rest, everyone. Because, like, I do full-on monologues in my head, but apparently some people don't. Like, so that's not a thing for some people, so that's very interesting. Yeah, some people don't have inner dialogue, I think. Yeah. Just like some people can't, like, picture, like, if you read, like, things describing a thing, like, they can't, like, see... They can't, like, visualize it in their heads, if that makes sense. The human brain is very interesting. Today's the last day of the second semester. So much has happened this semester. Anyway, yeah, for context, our protagonist here is very much minimizing what happened. They're like, so much has happened. Like, yeah, people died. We were on the verge of dying ourselves. Like, a bunch of shit happened. And he's like, a lot of things happened. Anyway, I better get to school. An apple, does it have color? Is it in 3D? Can you spin it around? Yeah. Like, for example, in high school, my end of the year project was I made a music video, and we were supposed to, like, storyboard and everything, but I had the whole music video in my head. So, like, I knew exactly how I wanted it to look. I knew exactly how I wanted to do with it. So, but I couldn't put it because I'm not good at drawing. So I wasn't like, I'm not going to storyboard this, but I know exactly what I want. So I just translated whatever I saw in my head and I put it into, like, a video. So ain't that fun? Anyways, I can hear people talking. Morning. It's cold today, but at least winter vacation starts tomorrow. What are you gonna do with your New Year's allowance? Didn't get mine yet, but I want to buy a grab bag. I'm aiming for one with the purse. Ooh, me too. Hey, do you want to start waiting in line today? We could bring a kotatsu. The first bell has rung. Perfect attendance for Juicy-san. I forget, because we went to the hospital at some point, but I forget if that counted as skipping school. It was like a music video about, like, bullying. And the song that we picked was, like, Mad World. It was a cover by Adam Lambert. And it was inspired by, this is very niche, so follow the threads here. There was an episode of the Glee Project where everyone wrote in, like, a white t-shirt something that they were, like, insecure about, or, like, their biggest flaws or anything of the sort. We didn't do all of that, but it was basically about, like, bullying. So it was sort of like, it took that into consideration, but yeah. So there's that. It was a very rudimentary music video, and it was very, like, of the time. It was very 2012, like, no bullying vibes. And it worked, because I got a 20 out of 20. Which ended up increasing my average very fiercely. So, ooh. None of it really matters because, you know, I didn't go to college, so it doesn't really matter. But if one day I choose to, I guess that may be something. Winter break starts tomorrow, though I'm sure most of you are just going to sleep in on New Year's instead of actually doing anything. You should start the year by doing more for your parents, and don't pass out in your kotatsu staying up late, okay? Speaking of kotatsu, I'm reminded of a passage from a famous novel, The Shutters of the East Window. Oh wait, that was a futon. I'm feeling sleepy. I want to try this. I've never done this. I'm going to close my eyes in class. I'm going to fall asleep. I can feel the teacher's glare as I start nodding off. It's like my courage is being tested. What? Can you believe I've never done this throughout this full game? I waited until the last possible day. Well, of this semester. Today marks the end of the second term. Winter break begins tomorrow. Well, yes. Okay, so a bunch of people are hanging out or want to hang out. So this is basically the other half of the game that y'all haven't gotten to see yet today. So this is the part where we're just a regular teen living life. All those people who hooked up during Christmas are just fooling themselves. Their relationships won't last, man. They just treat each other like accessories. Man, I'm glad I didn't hook up with anyone around then. Yeah, I'm sure it was an active decision that you made. I should get to enjoy winter break after the roughest semester of my life, but instead we've got a freaking impossible decision to make. This sucks. It really does. Well. Let's hang out with Fuka. Let's meet up with her. She has a favor to ask. Do you have some time after school? There's somewhere I'd like to go. All right. Let's do it. Oh, hello. My plan called Give Kirijo-senpai a Present didn't work, which makes sense if you think about it. I mean, Kirijo-senpai lives in a dorm, right? The security there must be pretty tight. I went up to the front door, but I couldn't get in. Oh, do we have security? I didn't know we had security. You know, there's a lot more of those apathy syndrome people lately, and everything's weird. But Christmas was super amazing. It was so pretty at Polonia Mall too. Huh? You went there? Weren't you going on about eating dinner at a fancy restaurant this year? Then again, I guess that's still better than me, who ended up spending it alone. Aw. Hey Fuka. Are you heading home? Would you happen to be free today? I was hoping you can join me for something. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thanks. I would have had a hard time going by myself. It's the ramen shop at the strip mall. Do you eat there a lot? Oh, I think I have a lot. Yeah.
Wow. There are so many choices.
This is the second person we've brought here who's like, it was their first time here. First was Mitsuru and now it was Fuka. I have sadly never been to a ramen shop myself, but that's neither here nor there.
Special ramen bowl and an extra large side of rice?
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
I am curious about that one, but it sounds like a lot of food.
You'd better not order that. What the hell? I'll eat your ramen for you. Probably. Those options were weird.
What to do? I've heard you can eat more if you reduce the number of times that you chew.
Oh.
But then, I don't think you'd be able to really taste
You can just like order a smaller dish. Like you don't have to eat the special ramen with a side of rice. Like you don't have to do all that.
I think I'll just go with the regular.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm ready to order.
You can just do the regular set, girl. It's fine. I'm not the only one. Gasp. You mean to tell me my experiences are not unique? You mean to tell me my life experiences aren't unique to me only? No, but I would love to go to a ramen place. I feel like I would really enjoy it. Our orders are ready. The deep, rich flavor of the broth fills me to my core.
That was really good. It had a strong
Look at those big ass
flavor.
bowls.
Absolutely.
I want it.
Food from a restaurant always tastes so amazing.
Well, yes.
You know, before I moved into the dorm, I'd never really eaten out that much.
Wait, so you couldn't cook, but you weren't eating out much. What were you? Did you just not eat for a couple months? Like,
My parents always said that eating at home would give me more time to study.
did you just like not eat for a while?
And whenever we ate, that's all we'd talk about. My upcoming tests, my post-graduation plans.
Oh. Sounds suffocating.
Yes, I suppose it was. Thinking back now, I don't even really remember the taste of my mom's
Damn, that
cooking.
sucks. Like the fact, and they probably didn't mean anything by it, because they were just probably concerned about her future, and it was one of the rare instances where everyone was gathered at the table, so they would just talk about that kind of stuff. But it kind of sucks for her that she kind of like, in her brain, it's made the association of like eating with my parents, with my family, means talking about the future, talking about my grades, talking about all like school and exams and all this stuff. So yeah. Poor thing. How come if you drive an old car, then you're poor, but if you drive a really old car, then you're rich? Well, is that really how that works? Because I feel like rich people who buy those like really old cars, they usually get them for like, they're like collectible pieces. They don't really, I guess they don't really drive around in those, right? At least I don't think I've seen, like, I've seen people drive around with old cars here, but not, I guess some people do. Like really like old, like really classic. I guess like I've maybe seen it like 1 or 2 times before. Yeah. I mean, it's that whole thing of like something that's just old and something that's like vintage or something that's like a classic, you know? It's like, it's a similar vibe with clothing. Like if you buy secondhand clothes, you're like, oh, you're poor because you buy used clothes. But if you buy really old used clothes, then it's fancy, then it's vintage, then it's iconic, you know? So it's all made up. It's all made up. The rules are made up. Everything is just sort of made up. Just someone decided one day that it was fine to do that, but if you do other things that you're poor. And how come cancer doesn't seem to exist in fantasy worlds? Well, I guess it... I guess some fantasy worlds just focus on like really old diseases. Like really old diseases that are no longer sort of circulating, I suppose, or that were, you know, modern medicine has vaccinations for those. But I mean, cancer also has sort of like an association with like radiation and stuff like that, and that's not really a thing in certain fantasy settings. And also, like, if I were to build like a fantasy world, totally fictional world, I probably wouldn't bring, you know, a lot of the terrible shit that we have in our world. You know what I mean? Like, if I could just come up with a fantasy world, I probably would remove a lot of shit that's terrible about our world. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the plague, stuff like that, yeah. What are these like random what are these random things that you're just pulling up, Frankie? Dogs have a super powerful sense of smell, but they don't seem to care about our farts. I've never thought about it like that. I guess dog farts smell even worse somehow. So they're like, girl. Or maybe they just think we smell like farts all the time. Maybe they smell our farts before we even let them out. So they're like, bitch, that's just how you smell. They're like, girl, that's just how you smell to me the whole time. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
I really didn't want to disappoint my family.
I have so many questions right now. Frankie's just having an existential crisis in the chat. I guess that's what happens when Persona is happening.
That's why I tried so hard to meet
There's existential crisis in and out of the game.
But all they ever said to me was, try harder.
That's a fucked up thing to say. Damn. Ugh. Random questions, yes. Some people shouldn't be parents. Like, what is this? Like, someone trying their best, working their ass off, only to be told to try harder. Like, some people just shouldn't be parents.
Never good enough for them.
Oh yeah, I think Cash just wanted to really emphasize random. How random the questions were. Like, they weren't just random, they were random. Sounds like a manager that's a dick. Yeah, I mean, just a dick. Just an asshole, really. Yeah, just a nasty person.
And I think that's a big reason why I never had any confidence in myself.
Oh. Fuka opened up about her family situation to me. It seems we've grown closer. Oh. Not the trauma dumping at the ramen place.
Oh, you know, the gyoza here was really good too, wasn't it?
I love gyoza.
Lightly crunchy on the outside, but soft on the inside. I'd like to try making some myself one day. Plus, I bet it would be
I've only really eaten like microwavable gyoza. But you know, the way I'm always terrified of trauma dumping, I feel like having that fear makes it so that what am I trying to say? It's like when someone's like, "Oh, I'm afraid of being a mean person," or "I'm afraid of saying something that I shouldn't." People who are mean, people who are trauma dumping, people who are doing all these faux pas aren't even thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, people who are like ill-intentioned, or people who are, you know what I mean? Like, people who do all these like things, they're not actively thinking of doing them. So the fact that you're thinking of it and you're mindful, very cutesy, very demure, very mindful, means that probably whatever you think you're doing that's trauma dumping probably is like nowhere near it. And honestly, this wasn't really trauma dumping. I was just kind of exaggerating. This was just like two friends like opening up to each other about stuff, but you know.
Oh, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'd probably make so many mistakes.
Well, like it sits in my head rent free. Girl. Those nasty intrusive thoughts. Fuka's just living her truth with her new friend. Exactly. She's opening up to her friend who's been like her friend for a few months now. So, you know, I think it's fair to talk about these things, you know. I feel like actual trauma dumping is more like you're just sort of unraveling a lot of this like negativity or a lot of this real like true trauma that's in your heart, and you're just sort of like laying it out there. And honestly, if I'm friends with somebody, honestly, sometimes like them giving me a little bit of a warning, like, hey, do you have like the mental capacity right now, because I need to rant about like real shit, or like, you know, or like a hey, I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna like be really real about stuff that I'm going through. Like, as long as I have that little heads up, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. But usually I don't think, I mean, streaming is different because I feel like there was a point, and I think some people still deal with it in some degrees, but I feel like there was a point on Twitch where people would just go into people's streams and they would just like say like super personal, like wild things as like first time chat, and the person is like, you know, my whole family died in a car crash, and you know, if you didn't stream today, I was gonna be really depressed. And so you're like, oh shit, okay, you know, like just like stuff that's like wildly personal and like out of nowhere, like person that you don't know at all. So yeah. I don't think friends opening up to each other like that is really I don't think that would really constitute as trauma dumping. Although we as queer people are really good at like trauma dumping. Like I literally swiped right on this person on Tinder. They weren't even from Portugal. They were like visiting. They were like traveling around Europe. So I spent like a day with them. We were like talking about like family shit. Like within like hour like 2 of hanging out, we were talking about family shit, like whether or not we were out to people and how they responded. So like we're just queer people just operate on a different timeline when it comes to I guess trauma and how we talk about it, and you know. Try not to ruin men or new friends, or run men or new friends off. That's fair. Although I do feel like if someone is empathetic enough, or someone is like, if someone likes you for who you are, whether it's as a friend or like romantically, even if you do trauma dump, I feel like they'll either set up their own boundaries and be like, ooh girl, that was a lot. Or like they'll try to change the topic, or you know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, for the people that really do matter in your life, I feel like they will not make an issue out of it, or they'll sort of tell you like, hey, I was sort of feeling really sensitive, so you know, I don't know, like people can just sort of set up their own boundaries in whatever ways they feel like is more like appropriate or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's important, it's good that you're mindful of it, but yeah. Do you know that Persona characters cameo in Astrobot? I did not know that. No. I did hear that that's a good game. And I heard that there's a lot of like cameos in it, so that's fun. Wait, what is she saying? I bet it would be fun to make it together with someone, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. I'd probably make so many mistakes. I think it would be fine.
You think so?
Well, yes.
But if it doesn't come out well, wouldn't I just be wasting everyone's time?
No.
I'm a little afraid that it might turn out like that, actually.
But like making mistakes is how you get better at cooking and literally everything in life. One more favor.
I'm thinking I'll take this opportunity to study how to make gyoza, like the ones here.
Ooh, all right.
Just so I have more options when cooking.
I mean, I'll be in line to try out the gyoza. Give it to me. I try not to. I've been dumped on though. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's never a nice feeling. But yeah, it used to happen. I feel like earlier in my streaming career, I feel like it used to happen a little more often, where people would just like come in with these like super sad, super depressing things, like out of nowhere, had nothing to do with the conversation, had nothing to do with the stream, what we were doing, anything of the sort. And they would just like dump that onto the chat and just be like, oh, like, how do you even navigate that, especially as you're live and you're streaming and you're trying to put on a show, you're trying to like, you know, make conversation flow and stuff like that, and all of a sudden it's like real trauma, real shit that someone's going through, and it's like, oh, how do I react, you know? But yeah, I don't think I've really had that happen too much in person. I remember I had a friend who like they would always come to me to sort of like, I guess, trauma dump, but you know, as a friend, you're like, you know, this person is like like a close friend, so I'm not trying to like, so I ended up having to really be honest with them and be like, hey, like, as your friend, like, I really appreciate the fact that you come to me for advice or that you just want to let things out, but it really puts me in a position where, you know, I can only give you so much advice, and it's either like you follow it or you don't follow it. But at some point, I basically told them that, like, you know, I compared it to like, if you hurt your knee, for example, and you go to your friend and you're like, oh my God, I hurt my knee. And you're like, oh my God, you should ice it. Oh my God, you should do this, you should do that. And the person doesn't do it. And they keep walking on that knee and they keep fucking the knee up even further. And then they keep coming back to you like, oh my God, my knee hurts. Oh my God, my knee still hurts. Oh my God, my knee. And at some point you're like, girl, go to the fucking hospital. You know what I mean? So that's not really what happened. I didn't really say it like that, but I was just sort of like, you know, like, there's only so much I can do. And, you know, I also have my own mental health stuff, and it's hard to navigate that, plus trying to be there for you in a way that it's hard to be, you know what I mean? Like, to sort of play therapist with you, right? But the friend ended up being like super understanding, and they ended up being like, you know, you're right. Like, I rely on you so much to like dump all of this that I didn't even think of like your side and stuff that you're going through and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, I don't want you to like not share to me how you're feeling or anything of the sort, but like, you know, let's try to like navigate this in a way where this is like sustainable, I guess. You know what I mean? But it's really difficult to navigate that, because obviously if someone is going through a hard time, you don't want to tell them to like not talk to you about it. I think it ended up sort of we ended up not talking as much, but we would still check in with each other, and we would still sort of talk about things. But I think it was a good boundary to be like, you know, you really need to talk to a professional about this, because there's only so much I can help you with that a professional could really help you with this. And it's really difficult to sort of navigate that. But I think it made it so that we still sort of keep in touch every once in a while, and we haven't really ruined our friendship because of us doing that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to navigate it. They're really trying to get attention and hope that someone comforts them. Yeah, I agree. I think it's like, genuinely though, sometimes people just don't have anyone else to talk to. Sometimes people are that lonely and they don't have anyone else to share their struggles with. So them feeling safe enough to be like, hey, let me share this with people that will probably understand what I'm going through to a certain degree. It's probably very comforting to them, and they can sort of like do that in a chat, and then when they feel bad again, they do that in that person's chat again, or they do it somewhere else, or, you know. So I remember there was even a point where I remember streamers would have like a channel on their Discord for people to vent in, because they would be like, hey, I appreciate you, but it's probably better to just vent in my Discord server, and other people can sort of talk with you about that, and we can all share stories on there, just so that it doesn't make other people feel triggered about what the conversations are about, or just so that other people don't feel, you know, so it doesn't drag the mood of the stream down, because we're trying to keep it light. And you know what I mean? Like there was a time where I remember there were like streamers that had that in their Discords. That's how often it was happening, that I remember people that I used to watch at the time, like it was like maybe a handful of them had that on their Discord to sort of navigate that, you know. But I do think, you know, a part of it is to get attention, and I do think a lot of it is just they need that comfort, and sometimes they, especially when it comes to LGBTQIA related issues, I feel like oftentimes they don't have people in their own lives to talk about that with. So they resort to like talking to strangers to just get that reassurance, not necessarily to even, you know, like it's in a way a pretty selfish thing to do. But, you know, it's, you know, people go through a lot of very intense shit in life, you know? And so it's tough because you don't want to tell them that they don't have a place in your community if they're struggling with a lot of shit. But at the same time, it's like, you know, we're just playing Persona here, you know? Like, does that make sense? So, yeah. And this is not to say that, like, if y'all are going through a hard time, it's not to say that if I'm like, hey, how's it going? And y'all are like, you know, not great, but, you know, like, but don't give me, like, a full fucking essay on how bad you're feeling and why you're feeling terrible and all of the terrible things that happen to you. You know, like, it's a lot to put on other people, especially someone who's streaming and is like navigating streaming, being entertaining, having a conversation with everybody, and not just monopolizing the conversation with one person. So it's very tricky to navigate. So yeah, they were very smart in doing that, but I don't think, at least over the last few months, I haven't had that experience on like with streaming, whether it was on Twitch and here on YouTube. Very mature conversation with your friend. Thank you. Yeah, we had to. I just had to just be like, I need to set some sort of boundary, because like I love talking to you and I want to keep up with you and I don't want you to feel alone, but at the same time I feel so drained every time I talk to you, and this is putting a strain on our friendship, you know what I mean? So it's very tricky. Fuka and I ate gyoza and discussed how to make them. It's about time to head back to the dorm. They're just yapping about their main character sounding as tragic backstory. It's, yeah. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes I try to have, you know, I try to have empathy for people, and I try to, you know, not assume that that's what they're doing, that they're like making it about themselves, and that everything, you know, they, in every room that they enter, they make everything about themselves and about how tragic their life is and about how terrible everything is in their lives. But sometimes that is what it sounds like, and sometimes there are people that are very like that, who are not really interested in a solution. They're not really interested in resolving their problems. They just want to like throw them at other people for them to deal with them. So yeah, that also is a thing that can happen. People are very complex. You know? Welcome back. The second term is over and only 5 days remain until New Year's Eve. To be completely honest, I'm still nervous. However, I am no longer uncertain. I have made up my mind beyond the shadow of a doubt. I will fight until the very end. I wonder if I'll even get a choice, because every character is sort of getting to that point where they're like, no girl, I want to fight. For people who may be wondering, what is this choice that everyone keeps talking about? So get your seatbelts, because we're going in for a ride. So over the course of the past few in-game months, we've been fighting these shadows, and we fought 12 of them. And by fighting all 12 of the shadows, the major shadows, we sort of unlocked a seal that our main character had in them that unleashed the bringer of death himself. And so this person has the ability to summon the goddess of death, who will basically kill everybody. So the choice that we're going to have in New Year's Eve is to either kill him and delay the inevitable, or we'll keep him alive, he summons death itself, and we fight it. Basically, is what we're getting to. So I think you can imagine where this is going for. So, yes. Well, Christmas is over now. All that's left is New Year's Eve. Have you made your decision? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good conversation, Yukari. I feel much calmer now compared to when we first learned of the coming event. It must be because now I'm certain of the choice I wish to make. What are you up to? The kids in my class are all excited for winter break, but none of them realize what's going to happen. They don't know what kind of decision we have to make. Oh yeah, also the other thing, if we kill the bringer of death, we will forget everything that happened over the last few months, and we'll just die a blissfully unaware death. So yeah, I mean, it's not really fighting God, but like close enough. I do really need to pee, so I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a second. I need to pee. So go grab a snack, go grab a drink. And don't fight Jesus, or do, I don't know. I guess he's dead, so we can't really fight. Let me not continue that. Ding dong. No, it's not Jesus. It's me. Ew. Anyways. Click that like button if you're enjoying the stream. We're having fun times today with Persona 3 Reload, in my humble opinion. So, welcome on back. We're just sort of hanging out. I would love to get to New Year's Eve in-game, because a lot is gonna happen. Also, there was a bootleg Jesus at some point. I think he's still alive in the game. But there was a bootleg Jesus. How could I forget? How could I forget about bootleg Jesus? I don't really know what to do today. Oh yeah, let's go to the store. We should probably buy some items and some things. I don't know if we'll be able to upgrade weapons and stuff, but I want to look into items. I got this great concoction from Ken-chan, my wholesaler. They say it enhances... Well, not that I have anyone to use it on. What are you talking about? Huh, I wonder how she's doing these days. Huh? Whoa, that's not the type of talk for your ears, is it? Anyway, have a look around. Oh, I'm scared. Anyways. I'll buy one of these. It doesn't really have the kind of stuff that I need. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, we should be getting a prize for saving that person. This is a token of gratitude the woman who was missing brought us, but these coins look awfully pricey. Kids today sure are loaded. Whatever, you guys saved her. They're yours. Oh, well, thank you. There's still more. Take this box. Something tells me it's for you. Oh, it's something that missing woman brought in as a thanks to the one who found her. You rescued her, right? I won't ask questions. Thank you. Oh, we got some rubies. We need a ding dong shirt. Ding dong. I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. That's really funny.
I'll take that. What'll it be?
Should I make a ding dong shirt just for you?
So feel free to browse.
Ooh, I want to poison people. Not people, excuse me. Enemies, shadows, made up people, not real people. No, no, no.
Everything all right then.
Don't do that.
Everything good. It's all yours.
Twitch has traumatized me. Now I'm like, ooh. Don't take what I said out of context. Ooh.
It's all yours.
Anyways, enjoy the riveting sounds of me buying weapons and armory. Armory? Armor.
Everything okay? It's all yours. Everything all right.
Enjoy the riveting sounds. Coin S exactly. Coin ASMR.
Everything okay? It's all yours.
At the pharmacy, no less, girl. That dude, he was, I think he was talking about like a Viagra of sorts.
Everything good? It's all yours.
Or something to like increase. We all know what he was talking about. I was like, girl, what?
What are you looking for? That what you want?
Anyways, do I have enough money to be buying all of this? I'm buying everyone new shoes.
It's all yours.
I'm buying everyone new weapons. I'm just
That what all right.
I'm sugar mommying everyone with all this well, with all of these things. Well, I can't afford it all, so
Done here?
that's that. we had a lot of money. We had a lot of money for once. Oh, that's not. So we can either hang out with let's hang out with President Tanaka. This storyline is kind of rotted, but honestly, at least it should be entertaining. Oh, well, if it isn't Juice, I believe you're at the peak of adolescence, correct? Then what I have to say might prove very interesting. Naturally, it's free of charge. Seems like President Tanaka wants to talk to me. Oh, Lord. What do you want? Caught my attention. Caught your attention, did I? Well, you better listen carefully then.
Today's lesson is called, the smaller the dog, the louder the bark.
Okay, that is true. Have you ever been to like someone's house and like their dog is like the smallest thing, but they're like they bark up a storm and they're like the most like not necessarily intimidating, but they're like wild. Like you go into that place and you're like, that fucking dog is a nightmare. And it's like a tiny dog that if you were a terrible person, you could kick, but you would never because you're a good person. I wasn't honestly, genuinely, I didn't grind at all. Like I guess I just sort of maxed out Tartarus. But I didn't really grind. Like I skipped a bunch of fights. Like I didn't actively grind. I just didn't spend money for a while. And in this game you can actually sometimes when you win a battle, you can take a card that will give you money. And I got a bunch of those every once in a while. So that's how I got money. Like I didn't really sit here and grind too severely. But I did spend roughly 2 hours in Tartarus. So I guess that does count for something.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see through people's bathing suits at the beach?
Pervert. Not this. Not this. Sure have. These options sure have. Is that possible? I don't know if I'm more upset at the question or at the answers that I have available to me. Lord. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see through people's bathing suits at the beach? What?
Oops, I forgot. You're underage, aren't you?
I sure am. Well, not me, but Juicy is.
If you're curious, go ask one of your friends. Just not a girl, unless you want to get slapped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Our company ran an ad in adult magazines proposing a special filter for digital cameras.
Why are you talking to me about this?
Simply attach it to your camera and voila! Start peeping. Undress them with your camera's eye, it says.
Can we? I mean, the police station is right there. Can we just send him to jail? Is that a thing?
It's been selling like hotcakes. In fact, it's our #1 seller.
Of course it is.
Unfortunately, customers have been complaining that it doesn't.
No shit. Oh gee, I am so shocked that it doesn't work.
I told my staff to just ignore them. Nowhere does it guarantee that you'll be able to see anything.
Girl.
What are they gonna do? Tell everyone their creepy plan didn't work out? Sorry, bucko.
Frankie, Jesus. Not bro watching on a Nokia. Hey, listen. Greg's internet is going through it, okay? Not bro watching on a Nokia, please. Not this.
By the way,
I'm screaming.
donuts and cupcakes, huh? I have an idea for an ad campaign.
That's an extremely fucked up thing to say to me.
Women would go crazy over a handsome young man in sweatpants.
Girl,
You'd be perfect for the job.
I regret this so much. President Tanaka seems to trust me. I understand him a little better now. Yeah, that he's a fucking pervert. Yes. A scammer and a pervert. Yes, I understand him a little better. Yes.
Have you been keeping your promise? You didn't tell anyone,
Girl.
did you? If you go back on your word, I'll edit your face into the most obscene material I can find.
Not the deep fakes. Not the blackmail with the deep fakes. Absolutely not. I hope this storyline ends with us arresting him. It's getting late, so I'll go back to the dorm. Jesus Christ. Absolutely not. I remember a couple of my friends in high school were approached by people claiming to be model agents from model agencies, but I don't think they ever went to like the castings or anything because they were like, girl, what? But this was high school, so, you know, rotted. Winter vacation begins today. Yay! Winter vacation.
Junpei-kun?
Oh, Junpei is just dissociating at the train station. Oh no. Are you good, Junpei?
What brings you here?
Nothing really. I've been coming here a bunch lately.
Oh, because that's where he met Chidori, who
Is that sketchbook?
basically, long story short, Junpei died, and then she revived him, but paid the price of her own life to revive him. So she's dead, and he's clearly alive, but he's sad.
Oh, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met. What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Aw.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
She has had quite a bit of character growth. I agree.
I am?
It's been rather subtle, and I feel like you don't really get the gist of it too fiercely if you were not to do like her S-Link storyline. But she has, I mean, in the beginning she was like super shy and like super shy. Anyway, she was very shy in the beginning, and she would like barely speak to people. She would be like super overthinking everything and like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Like she was super apologetic all the time. And I feel like now she's sort of got her shit together a little bit. We'll love to see it.
You were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else.
Is this Frankie? Like, is Frankie in the video game right now? Like, I feel like this is some shit Frankie would say in chat. You're kind of a wimp before. Are you calling me from a Nokia? Like, what the hell?
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
Oh my god.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself.
I don't know if he's changed as much as he's like gotten traumatized. Like he's still sort of a clown, but he's just sort of a traumatized clown.
Just the other day, I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work, aren't I?
Y'all are teenagers. Of course you're real pieces of work. Y'all are emotions heightened, going through supernatural events, tragic events, traumatic events. So y'all are, you know, the fact that y'all have any sort of sense of shit together is like a miracle.
That's not true.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I feel like I always, since turning 30, I've brought that up quite often, but it's really true. Like, playing these games where the protagonists are a lot younger, really, and obviously having been through that and having a few years removed from that as well, really gives me so much perspective and a lot of empathy towards these characters. Because I feel like if I played a lot of these games when I was younger, the same way I did Final Fantasy X and stuff like that, I would be like, ugh, annoyed at them. I would be like, they're so dramatic, they're so this, they're so that. Like, I would be a lot more judgy. And I feel like experiencing these games as an adult really gives me that sort of mindset of like, oh my god, these poor kids are going through it. They're going through it. If I was a teenager going through all of what they're going through, I would be probably an even worse mess. You know what I mean? So I just have that sort of empathy of like, oh my god, these kids, I feel for them. Like, I want to like protect them, but at the same time, like, they're just, you know, experiencing life and they're making mistakes and they're just doing things that teenagers do, but they're not under normal circumstances. So it's just like, god, like, damn.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
Well, yes, death is around the corner.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away.
Okay, wisdom.
We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay. Wait, has Fuka been going to therapy? Because I'm like, wait a minute.
That's why I want to protect everyone.
I'm like, wait a damn minute. Are you secretly going to therapy?
After all, the dark hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it?
It really is, and nobody has really addressed how scary it is.
Sona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
Well,
Be
yes.
yourself.
This is neat.
You're really something, Fuka.
This is a neat conversation. I always say this, but I love seeing the non-main characters interacting and seeing like their own interpersonal relationships outside of like what connections they have with Juicy. So I always love seeing these conversations with like Fuka and Junpei. We had really good ones with Yukari and Mitsuru. I know for some of you these names don't mean anything, but you know, if you've been keeping up with this playthrough, you know what I'm talking about. But it's cool to see these like characters having these conversations that don't really involve the main character, but obviously we get to see them. So it's cool. It's cool to see.
Let's fight together.
Okay,
You get little glimpses of like what they're thinking and what they're going through and stuff like that. My only thing is I wish we got to see more of them. You know what I mean? I wish I got to see, like, there's games like the Tales of series, like, where you get to see the characters interacting and just talking about like silly shit, like normal average shit, like what, you know what I mean? Like they just talk about whatever, and it's not always about the ongoing story beats. And sometimes it is. Sometimes you get to hear their own opinions about what's going on, which is really cool to see. But in this game, you don't get to see that super often, and I wish you did get to see a lot more. I got into a little bit of a debate with someone in the comments of one of the previous streams listed in the description. There's a little playlist if you want to check out the previous streams that I did for this game. But I got into a little bit of a debate because there was some like pretty intense storyline beats that happened, but unfortunately the game didn't introduce me to these characters fully, or they didn't make me, the player, feel that strongly about whatever happened. So I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, they did a disservice to the player by not showing us a lot of these things. And their argument was that, like, oh, we don't need to see these things. Like, we were told that these characters got together, and we were told that these characters were having an interaction like this and that. And you can still empathize with them even if it's not, even if it's nothing to do with you specifically. But I'm like, well, the whole point is for me, the player, to experience these emotions. And so if something tragic happens and I'm not bawling my eyes out, it's kind of a job not well done on their part, right? Because like if you're watching a movie and a scene is supposed to be super impactful and you're not impacted by it, I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So if they're doing a scene where clearly you're supposed to be bawling your eyes out, but you're not, then clearly the game could have done something better with its story design or with the way that they presented things. Exactly. Show, don't tell. I mean, Final Fantasy X is one of the saddest games I've played. And it's not because they were like, oh yeah, these two characters got together on the side, and like they didn't tell me anything. They just showed me things, right? They just showed me these characters' connections and how their relationships evolved throughout the game. But I feel like in this game, sometimes you're kind of told that like, hey, Junpei went to see Chidori a lot, but you don't really get to see it. And he doesn't even talk about it for a while at some point. So you're like, is he still talking about it? Is he still going to visit her? Like, we kind of stopped getting updates on that and we don't really get to see it. So, yeah. Cash. I feel like Cash may be a little delayed here. The beauty of live stream. Everyone is on different levels of delayed. But yes, that dude deserves jail time to Tanaka. I also like that. I rather see what's going on with the villain side and what silly things they're talking about. That's also neat to see. It's very like, you say that and I immediately think of the Power Rangers when you get to see like Rita Repulsa talking with the other, with her like sidekicks and stuff like that, and they're just like being silly and they're just like, you know what I mean? So it's nice to see that as well. I agree. Wouldn't it be cool if they made a whole anime about any fictional villain and what they do on a daily basis? I guess. I guess. Just like seeing like a full-on villain just being a functional human being and like going grocery shopping in between, like ruin people's days. Like on Wednesdays they they antagonize the main characters, and on Thursdays they go grocery shopping. Rita Repulsa, mama. Something made me gay. It was her, mama. It was, to me, it was the green and the blue and the red Rangers that made me gay. And I mean, the pink and yellow Rangers made me gay, but differently, you know. They yeah, you know, if you know, you know, like, you get it, you understand what I'm saying. It's almost time for the home shopping show. Oh, I'm broke. I spent all my money, girl. My time is closing in. I've been feeling lighter and lighter. If only I could ride a gust of wind that was... Huh? If only I could ride a gust of wind that was you. Anyways, then maybe I'd make it just a little farther. I have a favor to ask of you. Will you meet me? Well, now I'm not sure. You said you wanted to ride me. So I don't know. So I don't know if I want to. I don't know. You were such a Yellow Ranger stan. Oh my god. I mean, the girlies were always girlying. But I guess we are meeting with him. I guess we are meeting him. Hello. Please don't ride me like a gust of wind. Oh, wheeze wheeze. Cough cough pant pant. I'm all right. Sorry. It will pass soon. I feel like I might grow closer to Kamiki soon. Let's spend some time with him. Thank you. I'm glad you came. Oh, this man is going through it. So this dude's storyline is that he has like from what I'm gathering, he has some sort of like terminal disease. So the first time we met, he was like, you'll probably never see me again because I'm gonna die soon. And I was like, wait, what? So now we've just been meeting him every Sunday for a couple weeks in game, and his storyline is actually rather interesting.
Just give me a minute so I can calm down.
Take as long as you need.
The pain comes and goes, but I'll be fine once it passes.
Not why did he sound like he was moaning? Frankie, please. He was coughing and wheezing. What do you mean he was moaning? Girl, if that sounds like moaning to you, the people around you are moaning in very interesting and creative ways. Not this.
It's getting better. Thanks.
Not this.
I stopped taking my medicine.
Oh, that's not.
It's not going to cure me anyway, right? It just eases my pain and suffering.
Yeah, why would you want to stop something that eases your pain and suffering? Frankie deleting the evidence. I'm screaming. Frankie's like, actually, never mind. Forget I said anything. Why did you stop?
My medicine makes me drowsy, and if my hands go numb, then I can't write.
Oh.
I have to finish my story.
But not at the cost of your, like, life and your own suffering.
Because I haven't found the meaning of my life yet.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get absorbed in my writing, erase it, and then lose sight of how to reach the end.
You think he's pretty? I don't know. I don't really see it. I feel like it's because I'm so like entrenched in his storyline of like, oh, this man is dying. So I'm just sort of like, I don't even see him like that, I guess.
When I'm with you, I can almost see it. It's because you've been here for me.
He's dying, Fran. He's talking about, he's contemplating the meaning of life, and you're like, oh, he's pretty. Please. Frankie is the definition of never let them know your next move. Please. Frankie is just so random like that. I don't know how old Akinari is. I think he's supposed to be around the same age as our protagonist, but our protagonist is like a teenager, so I have no clue how old he is. But you know, I'm always like, just to be safe, I'm like, they're all kids. But I'm not sure how old he is, so I don't even know if it's inappropriate. But I guess saying that he's pretty doesn't necessarily mean that you're being inappropriate, but you know what I mean. When I'm with you, I can almost see it. That's gay, because you've been here for me.
It seems like you might have given me reason to finish.
Oh.
I'm probably writing this book to find my own meaning in life.
Jesus.
And if I do find it, if I do finish the story,
I don't even know how to process the things that they say.
more time together after that.
Because, like, being told, like, obviously he's not telling me this, he's telling, like, Juicy. But, like, being told that, like, you're basically the reason that for me to live. Or, like, you're, like, you know what I mean? Like, hanging out with you keeps me going. Like, that's so much pressure. You know what I mean? Now that was pretty fucked up. Fran didn't know. Fran is just saying shit. Aren't we all just saying shit? Kamiki smiled weakly. I feel like our relationship is stronger now. That's gay. So it says dying young man. So he's probably like in his late teens or early 20s. He's not that far apart from Juicy age-wise. The sun is setting.
That's it for today. But I hope to see you again.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't told his age, so we don't know, but yeah. Looks like a 60-year-old woman. Frankie. He does look much older. Yes, he does. I think it's the haircut. I think it's like the gray hair that's giving like grandma, you know? I think it's the gray hair that makes him look much older. I parted ways with Kamiki and then headed back to the dorm. Either way, he's gonna die soon, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now that was fucked up. Now that was fucked up. I would like to apologize to Kamiki for that comment. It was a jokey joke. How was your day? Only 4 more days until New Year's Eve. I was really worried for a while and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I even thought my fear might completely overtake me and I wouldn't be able to decide anything, but I was wrong. I actually feel strong because everyone is with me. Hell yeah. I don't know if we'll have enough time to get to New Year's Eve, but I do think maybe we'll save it for... Maybe I'll save it like right before so that next stream we'll just get right into it, you know? Can I help you? I read that fear is an emotional response that triggers us to flee from danger. But nothing will change if we keep running away from the things we're scared of. We all have to face our fears so that we can find a way to survive. Damn, I mean, she is really going to therapy. Damn. Juice-kun, I have made up my mind. Shidori gave up her own life so that I could live. That's why I can't take this lying down. Like hell, I'm fine with forgetting her. Not ripped to the great-haired young man. He's not dead yet. I'd rather die than forget. Oh, Lord. It's finally winter vacation. I wonder what we'll be doing once it's over. Whatever it is, I hope we won't forget it or we won't regret it. Koromaru, you want to go on a walk? Let's do it. Precious boy.
Holy crap, it's cold out here. Hey, Koromaru, mind lending me your fur coat?
Not that.
So, make up your mind yet?
What if Koromaru just bit him when he said that?
You don't have to tell me now. Just saying. Day's getting close.
It's getting mighty close.
So, I talked with Fuka earlier today.
I don't think this is where the game will end. But I do think that maybe there's a chance to get like a... If we actually do get a chance to make a choice, I wonder if there's some sort of like bad endings that we can get out of it. So I'm rather intrigued by that.
She's pretty tough. Or I guess she got tougher over this past year.
Because in Persona 4, there was a point where you could get like a bad ending. So I do wonder if that's like a possibility, you know?
Talking to her was like that last little shove I needed. Girls are tough. And that's no joke.
Pant arf.
You saying you're tough too? Don't worry, dude. Everyone knows you're one tough pup.
Well, yes.
You got something weird again, don't you? Let me see here.
Koromaru is the best in every way.
Oh, this is... Yeah, I got no idea. Dude, catch.
Not
All right,
this.
let's get our butts warmed up again. To the door.
That sounds gay. But who am I to say? But who am I to say? Well. What are we doing today? Only Maiko wants to hang out. No, that was not Donald Duck. That was the mascot for Wild Duck Burger. Because we're getting spam text messages, apparently. Donald Duck. I do love Donald Duck. That is something that needs to be on record. Hey, girly.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, hi. I've been waiting for you. Can we play now? Okay. So, today...
Hey, I know. Let's get some takoyaki.
I like takoyaki.
Oh,
Do you like
I
takoyaki?
know now.
Her whole storyline is that her parents are getting divorced and she was like sad about it. And then she tried to run away from home and we're like, don't do it. But, it was like a whole thing. So now I think the last thing that we did was she was asked to make a decision between which parent she wants to stay with or something like that, because one of her parents is like moving away or something like that. What is a goofy sounding name? What do you mean? Takoyaki? Takoyaki is great. Takoyaki is like it's like a ball of dough, and it has like octopus like paste, or like I forget what it is. It's like it is like octopus, and it's delicious. It's like some sort of paste. It's lovely. It's really good. If you do get takoyaki, it comes with a very delicious sauce as well, but you be aware that it will feel like molten lava because it will be very hot on the inside. So there's that. But yeah, takoyaki is delicious, and my mouth is I was drooling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, thinking about it, because it's been a long time since I've had some.
I'm gonna go with Mom. She can't cook or clean or do anything on her own.
Drag her. Damn.
I'm gonna be there to help her.
It's like, my mom doesn't know how to do anything. She's like, my mom kind of sucks. She's kind of the worst. She doesn't know how to do anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. I thought for a second, I was like, are you saying that takoyaki sucks? I was like, excuse you. But I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, surely Greg means the divorce stuff.
I think Dad's gonna be okay by himself.
She's like, my mom is a mess. I should probably stick around with her.
He can get along fine without me.
Yeah, takoyaki is really good.
So, Mom and I are gonna move away soon.
I mean, it's fried deliciousness with octopus meats and the lovely paste and a juicy sauce to accompany it. Yeah, it is extremely lovely. And I'm not much of a seafood person, but I was doing like a 12-hour stream or something like that at the time. And I was like, I think I'm going to order from a Japanese place that is on like Uber Eats. And I've never ordered from them. And as I was telling people things, they were like, ooh, you have to try the takoyaki. And so I did, and I loved it. So there's that. Oh, she's going to move away.
Hey, even if I'm gone, we'll still be friends, right?
Nope. I might forget about you. Damn. You don't... You know, it's probably true, but like, you know, we shouldn't say that. Let's just say friends forever. Oh, not the stream delaying. I'm sorry. Must be the Nokia. Must be the Nokia you're watching from, Frankie. But don't worry about it. I get y'all. That was for you, Greg. I avenged you. Oh, we love fun. We love fun.
Friends forever. Ever and ever and ever, okay? You can't forget about me. Never, ever. Okay?
Maiko seems very fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer. Oh, this poor girl. She was just like crying abandoned at like the shrine. So we were like, oh, I feel bad for her. So we've just been hanging out with her because we felt bad for her. Okay, bye.
Okay?
It's not anymore. Okay, you're good. After saying goodbye to Maiko, I headed back to the dorm. Who... Hi, how was your day? There's just 3 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you decided what you're gonna say to Ryoji-kun? Well... You already did? What you mean? Like you avenged yourself? Is that what you mean? Hey Ken, my schoolmates are probably all enjoying their vacation. They're probably sitting by the fire drinking hot chocolate. I wish we could do that. I mean, we can get hot chocolate, I guess. I could buy some. Doesn't everyone seem a little different lately? It's like they've all come to a realization or something. Yeah, you're right. It's probably, you know, impending doom. It's probably the fact that we're all gonna die. Everyone's sort of like going through it a little bit.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder if that means everyone's made up their minds about Ryoji-kun. Ryoji-kun, by the way, is the bringer of death for anyone who may be wondering. He was like a transfer student. It was like a whole thing. Only 3 days left. It's not like my fears up and disappeared, but for some reason I feel at ease. I think it's because everyone is standing here with me. Yeah, we already sort of gotten through that already. Is anyone else? I think I've already spoken to everybody. Oh no, there's Jumps. Well,
Salut.
a cup of tea would be nice. She doesn't gain any new skills, so
I see.
I don't know if I will do that. Thanks for avenging me. It's all in good fun. I love to fun. What about you? I don't think he's gonna gain any new abilities either. Oh, he might actually. I didn't read. Wait. It's nice and quiet here, huh? I ain't like a huge reader, but this would be the place to do it. Reading the baseball manga with Junpei could help improve my courage. Sure. What do you think? Let's read some manga. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Do y'all like to read manga?
So the art's got a retro feel to it. Guess it's supposed to feel nostalgic, right? The main character's got thick seaweed eyebrows. Hey, what do you think of these old classics?
Oh, gotta love a classic. Very tasteful. They're timeless masterpieces.
Whoa! Dropping some
I love me a classic.
I hear you though. The best manga know exactly how to light a fire in your heart.
Well, yes.
Oh crap, gotta keep going. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, bases loaded, and a home run will change it all. Oh, heroes in a real pickle.
There was a soccer or football, excuse me. There was a football anime that it's soccer for the Americans that I used to watch that was so dramatic and kind of gay, but very dramatic.
Hey, you better read faster or else I'm gonna spoil it for you.
Don't you fucking dare. God, Junpei is that kind of friend.
This is where it ends? I should have borrowed more volumes.
Junpei is that kind of friend that will spoil shit for you. How dare you?
Crazier than this if I remember right.
Of course he is, though. That makes perfect sense. The young hero's dedication filled me with courage. Well, good thing I already have maxed that out.
I'll borrow the rest of them so we can pick it up next time. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay.
I guess he hasn't unlocked a new ability just yet. But we're all gonna die soon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Does nobody want to hang out? I guess nobody wants to hang out today. That's depressing. Okay. Oh, I should probably go to the shrine. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the shrine and I'm gonna try to make it so that next time we hang out with Yukari, we can max out her social link. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Draw fortune for Yukari. I've drawn my fortune. I hope I can deepen my bond. Yes, you never finished one. Yeah, I don't think I've ever finished like a manga series either. Like I have a couple Sailor Moon not volumes. What do you call like the individual books? Is it like a volume? I don't think it's a volume. Anyways, I have a couple Sailor Moon ones. I have one for Cardcaptor Sakura. I have Erased. And I think I have a couple or one or two for One Punch Man. I actually loved the One Punch Man anime. I thought that was really fun. Very silly. Very silly. I like silly. I hear a divine message. Blessings to the believer. I suddenly feel closer to Yukari. Today's luck is... You will have the very worst luck. You are headed towards financial disaster. Oh, 5,000 yen just fell out of my pocket and blew away. That's very sad. My money. My money.
Welcome back.
Sup, dude? The day after tomorrow is the big day. You make up your mind yet? I made up mine, by the way. Kinda took me a while to get there, though. Well, you shouldn't make your choice... You should make your choice soon. If you haven't. No changing up your mind at the last minute. I mean, we're basically so close to the point of no return. Yeah, we're very, very close. I think this is this is where I'm gonna wrap things up for the day, so that next time we'll jump right into the New Year's Eve. Well, I should probably... Maybe we can do like one more day.
What is it?
Don't worry about Aigis. She is currently being treated with the utmost care. I wouldn't accept anything less for a valuable teammate. Yeah, let's just do like another day. So we'll be like right at the day before. Yes, let's check the rooftop planters. And then I can wrap up the stream when we're at like the day right before it all goes down. Tend the rooftop planters with Fuka.
These taste really good when they're freshly harvested.
It's not going to be like the end of the game or anything of the sort, I don't think. But it is going to be like a crucial... I think it's going to be a pretty big pivotal plot point. So I think that's what...
I think that about does it.
I'm gonna set us up so that we do that next time. So you don't want to miss that next stream on Wednesday. No, no, no. Don't you miss it. I'll probably stream this on Wednesday. I'm not sure, but probably. What I did on Twitch before I moved to YouTube is that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I would stream this game or like whatever big game I was doing, and then on Sundays I would do like the bonus stream where I did something else different. But I don't know if that's how I'm gonna do things, but I think I might stream this again on Wednesday. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about things here. I may pick up 2 or 3 games and kind of rotate between them. I'm not sure. I'll kind of play it by ear, but yeah. Stay tuned, I suppose. What's going on, Yukari? Yeah, I'm coming. What's going on, girlie?
Morning. I've got good news.
Oh?
I guess I'm coming back today.
Yay!
Zuru-senpai said her injuries are all healed up.
Oh, iconic. I guess is our robot friend.
Don't forget, okay? See ya.
Oh, that's fun. I guess is back. It's like half the point of the game. I don't. I don't think this is the halfway point. I do think we're more towards the end than we are, because this game started. In game, it was March, and these games are usually roughly a year long. So we're at the end of the year. So I'm thinking we're just going towards the last, maybe third of the game. So we're definitely getting there. But it will take us a few more streams, definitely, to beat this game. But yes, let me save. It's the day before New Year's Eve, so in case I want to do anything else or something goes wrong or whatever, I want to save here. And yeah, probably Wednesday I'll be back. We'll see how I feel, but well, I'll stream on Wednesday, but whether it will probably be Persona, unless I really change my mind at the last minute. But yes, I'll let y'all know. Also, check out my socials. There's links to those in the description, so you can follow me on your preferred platforms, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or anything of the sort. And yes, and if you want to watch any of my previous streams, or if you want to watch the rest of my Persona 3 Reload playthrough, any of the past streams that took place on Twitch, there's also a link in the description for that if you want to catch up on the streams. There's a lot of those, so you definitely don't have to do any of it, but if you're curious, you can check some of those out as well. And yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, click that like button. It really helps me out, I think. And subscribe if you want to see more. Hi, Union Gamer. You came in right at the end. I am so sorry that I'm just finishing the stream as you came in. But I hope to see you next time. I'll be back on Wednesday, 5 p.m. GMT. And yeah. Bye. Bye, y'all. See you Wednesday. Ooh.